Shalom. This week's Sedra Shelach. If ever there was a frustrating Torah portion, Shelach is that Torah portion. The Jewish people had left Egypt and were making their way towards their home, the land of Israel. They stood on the Jordanian mountains overlooking their new homeland. A valley spread out below them with the Dead Sea to their south and the Jordan River flowing from their north, it being the only thing standing between them and their forefathers' land. These people had been through the hell of slavery in Egypt, witnessed the 10 plagues, been freed and brought out of Egypt miraculously, walked through a split sea, and received the Torah directly from God at Har Sinai. They had successfully fought off an attack from Amalek, proving their ability to fight the wars they'd have to wage against the nations that lived in Eretz Yisrael, or Canaan as it was then called, that would resist the Jewish conquering of the land. There must have been a feeling of excitement and anticipation among the people as they waited to climb down the mountains, cross the valley, and enter into Eretz Yisrael. The people's request to send spies, an early marker of their lack of faith in God's promise to wage war, would ultimately damn them when they believed the spies' report that Israel was unconquerable. The people pressured Moshe to send spies to examine Israel before they attempted to conquer it. While God told Moshe that to send the spies, but God isn't recommending it, Moshe sent the spies and asked them to look for 3 things. In this week's Torah portion, Moshe said, "Go up there into the Negev and out into the hill country and see what kind of a country it is. Are the people who dwell in it strong or weak, few or many? Is the country in which they dwell good or bad? Are the towns they live in open or fortified? Is the soil rich or poor? Is it wooded or not? And take pains to bring back some of the fruit of the land." Moshe asked the spies to look for 3 things. Are the people strong or weak? Are the towns fortified with a wall around them? And is the land fertile or not? The 3 factors the spies were supposed to look out for represented 3 important factors about the land. Sforno explained that by seeing if the people were strong or weak, Moshe could tell the quality of the land by the health and numbers of its residents. He explained that by seeing if the land was fortified, it showed a sense of security or fear of attack. And Sforno taught that walled cities indicate a fear of war, unwalled cities indicate a sense of security. Lastly, he explained that if the land was fertile, it would show the excellence of the land and whether it was worth the effort to conquer it. The important factors of the land speak to the priorities of the people at the time they waited to enter the land. They wanted to know if the residents were healthy, if they were confident in their ability to defend themselves, and if the land was worth a battle. These all seem like practical questions worth asking before starting a conquest, especially one of fighting. Yet, the questions reveal a surprising lack of faith in God for a people who had experienced more miracles than any people before them. Fear and insecurity are not rational emotions that always make sense. People are scared of the unknown, even when there's no evidence of factors worthy of fear. The Jewish people of the generation of the spies failed and were ultimately punished for their failure. They serve as an example to the Jewish people that a lack of faith in God has disastrous consequences. Shabbat Shalom.